there. Good morning. Welcome to day, 5, but technically day 2 of Build Week. That's why we got the hot jams. That's why I'm all swagged out. We can't bring in the desert, so we're bringing the desert home. And it's morning in the desert. It means it's time for a beverage. Just a little wake-up beverage. It's fairly traditional. Music again provided by Lobster Dust. Just so we have the proper feel. Let's fade that out a little bit so we can get started. That's pretty good. I like that one. Welcome, and good morning. It's office hours. It's, not only is it office hours, but it's, Build Week office hours. We can't be in Black Rock, so I'm bringing a little bit of Black Rock home. Not being able to say Black Rock is on brand. A little bit of morning booze. This feels like I just need to be in a camp chair, staring out at beautiful morning forever. But instead I'm staring out at you. You're wonderful. Welcome. It's office hours. Let's finally get into the actual practical, factual opening of the stream. Office hours. Hi, I'm Jesse Jones, owner of Stab Comedy Theater. And office hours is, coming to you live from the lovely Stab Learning Annex, the back room in our apartment here in Rosemont that serves as office and storage area. You can see a lot of our burning stuff on that top shelf there. I decided to dig out some clothes to feel more at home. Office hours, what is it? Well, I, for one, have difficulty keeping myself on task, structuring my creative time. So, I figured, well, nothing in this world happens unless it's happening online, in front of a camera, and potentially people. So, why not use that to try and keep myself on task? And set aside a little bit of time, 9:30 a.m. to noon, every weekday morning, to try and work on my projects. All the creative stuff that has just been sitting neglected for so long. And then, hopefully, anybody that joins along in the stream can use the time as well to work on their own projects. We're all our own accountability buddies, and we're here to help each other just finish stuff that we want to be doing anyway. And we're helping each other if in no other way than just being in the same place, being supportive, and just keeping everybody on task. So, all of that being said, I think we're just about ready to start getting things started. How do we go about structuring this haven of structure? Well, I use the Pomodoro tomato timer 25-minute block sort of system. I find it works for me. It might work for you. It might not. I don't know. We'll see. We're going to give it a try. So grab whatever project you want to work on today. I'm going to see what we have going on out here. You know, if anything. Might have been a little spoiled by all the attention yesterday. Oh, there's folk here. No, there aren't. That's okay. They'll come. We're just going to get to work, and people will join us. Hey, there's David over here instead of Facebook for a change. Sorry, trying to book some more stuff for Thursday. Always working, always moving, always booking. Never stop. Don't stop, can't stop. It's showing me that we're on Facebook. Let me check again. Let me just make sure that that's actually the case. Might not be. Who knows with this thing nowadays? Yeah. Looks like we're live over there as of 8 minutes ago. There I am. I see me. So, yeah. It's iffy on whether it lands sometimes. So, let's get to work. Finish checking messages in here. Blah, 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 blah. Doobity-doo. Get to my writing exercise. I like to start off the morning with a little bit of a writing exercise. That's generally where I live. Let me log in first, and then we'll switch to it. Just to get my brain moving, to get the wheels turning, to get the juices flowing. I actually did a good bit of writing this morning on my morning walk. I wrote most of the prompts for Thursday's stab, and I really like them. There's a lot of fun stuff there. So that's going to be fun. But here I go to forward motion for my writing prompts. We scroll down to Justin's daily exercises. Let's open ourselves a file. Oh, I'm messed up. I still, after 20 years of doing this shit, I still can't remember how I name my files. All right, so we're going to go today. New doc. Just talking to Kevin about something for Thursday. All right. It starts immediately when I open my eyes. I go right back to work. That's what happens when you're essentially a one-man band. It's work, work, work. It's always work. You know what? I'm going to rearrange these because I didn't realize just how terrible these silicone bracelets are. But they're so tight. There we go. Got to find out which one's tighter and have that one be the bottom one, and then the bigger ones on the way up. That's this is a valuable burner tool to learn how to stack your silicone bracelets. All right, so let's get going. I'm gonna go writing prompt here. Try not to look at it, but I can't help it. I always have to, unfortunately, see at least the title. So that's what we're working with. I try to avoid seeing any information from my writing prompts before I'm absolutely ready to get started, because I don't want to waste any ideas. I don't want them to float off while I'm getting ready. So there's that. All right, so we're about to get going. You grab whatever project you want to work on for this first 25 minutes. I will resume the Lobster Dust Jams and share out his link. And there's Tibby. Yeah, lots of great mashup stuff from Lobster Dust. I wanted the stream to not only look Bernie, but also sound it. So I thought a good way to capture that would be have this sort of musical accompaniment for the next couple weeks, rather than my my normal turn of the century 2000s indie jams. So
wow, thank you for that very generous.
I pick Lobster Dust mostly because he doesn't talk that much, but Lately, he's been talking in the streams,
Treat time? Okay. Treats are coming.
but that's all right. Okay, let's get going. Music going. Timer. Going. Grab your project. Let's get to work. All right. What do we have for prompt this morning? Frozen moments. Imagine if you could capture a moment. Not simply a photograph or recording, but the actual moment to replay over and over as often as you like. Could you keep from being lost inside it? Addicted to the past? Today, that is what your character is beginning to wonder. Alright. How do I want to take this? Alright. Frozen moments. It seems like I've got a serious idea. Do I want to go with serious idea? Well, that's all I got right now, so let's just go with it. Okay. So I have to have some sort of review aspect to these tracks. I really do like this this mashup. It's a good mix. You got your chili peppers, you got your Skrillex in there, and it's an interesting mix. I approve. There's a review. It's okay to use this track now. All right. Oh, is this just a bunch of peppers mashups? That's fun. All right. Okay. Oh, sorry. Over here. Alright, there we are. There's the start. That's actually a fairly solid first line. Alright, hope you're hard at work. Hope you got something to do. Hope you're plugging away. Welcome to Office Hours. Glad to have you. We getting more ads? Yeah. That's the problem. I have to subscribe to Lobster Dust so I don't get these ads. Good morning. Hey, there's a handful of people out there now. Cool, cool. Hopefully you're hard at work. Always have to keep going back to it to make sure it restarts after a commercial.
Well, it looks like we have our theme for this,
It's talking again. Just let the jams go. That's all right. It's his stream. I'm just sharing the audio from Lobster Dust's stream to use as backing music for Office Hours, in case that was unclear, which I could see it being. Actually, I sort of like this idea. Seems like it's probably been done, though. I couldn't say for sure where. Hold on. Well, is there work in this world? I was going to say, we'd come home from work. Not sure.
I don't know, is this just a college party or do you have any kids in the party? Do you have any kids? I'm sure they'll appreciate this one.
Okay. All right. I'm down with this. I'm digging this. Okay, everything looking good. Just going around the horn and checking in. Cool, cool. Also an interesting mix here. Hey, good morning. Yeah, I think I've decided that at least the burnin' clothes are for the mornings. I thought about wearing yesterday's split shirt for last night's Happy Time Arcade, but I went with just standard show shirt fare. But at least for office hours for the next week and a half. Build and burn week. We'll be going with my traditional look out in the desert. I don't know if this reads. This is green. This is black. I like this one a lot. And of course, different swag. The thing is, we have so much swag. I can keep wearing like 4 pieces and 3 wristbands. I could probably wear. I'm expecting I'm going to be able to wear different sets every day for 2 weeks. So we'll see how that holds up. I like this idea. We can expand on the world here. I think there was about that much left. So maybe I'll make another drink tonight when I'm just in there by myself and I'm just running sports ball and obscure movie trivia. I'll just be there, just all alone, drinking some more of that Apple Mio and Apple Mio Soda Stream and cinnamon vodka. Maybe I'll finish that off tonight. But I mean, this morning we've got a little bit of this. I usually, when I'm out there, I'll start the day cracking one of these, or we had those Butterita things. Just a morning fizzy, boozy beverage was generally how I started things. So I'm keeping that tradition going for office hours during build and burn week. And I'm actually liking the writing exercise I've got going, so I'm going to try and clack out some more here. Oh. To oh, wait, nope. I like it. I like this idea. Again, it feels like it's been done. Well, we're starting with a writing exercise. That's how I always generally... Oh, is it not zoomed in enough? I'm trying to make sure you guys can... I've got it zoomed in 125%. Just want to make sure it's big enough for you guys to actually be able to read it. Yeah, I start with a writing exercise every morning, ideally, before getting into actual projects. And normally my exercises don't actually get into like actual serious, good, thoughtful prose stuff. Usually I'll default to just back and forth bantery dialogue. But this one, the idea came to mind, and I'm actually liking it. Again, I feel a little like this has probably been done, but what can you do? But if this needs to be a little bigger, I can work on that. The point is people actually being able to see things. 150 seems a little... No, 150 is okay. I just have to recenter it. We'll go with that. There we go. More seeable.
Yeah, even though 3 controllers are dead.
Well, I mean, you got me there.
We would always keep the show. And,
I mean, obviously, a world in which people live vicariously not only through their own good memories, but through the good memories of, again, friends, strangers, or even celebrities. Can't be a world that's that great outside of the I don't want to do headset. Headset seems to... Wow, they run a lot of commercials today. They really want you to know about the fucking VMAs. It's an amazing amount of commercials. So, I mean, when I think how this would work, first thing I think is headset, like sort of VR goggly Ready Player One thing, but obviously don't want to do that. Second thought is like Matrixy style port in the back of the neck, jacking in sort of thing, and those seem like the two extremes. It's finding the middle ground of where this could potentially exist, and I think it's just an implanted like a chip or something, and you've got an app on a phone or a device, because who knows where this is in the future. Do we have phones? I don't know. So you got an implant tapped into like whatever, visual and tactile, whatever, and an app connected to the memorizer, the device, where you can pull up and download memories, and you load it up, and then you just sit back, and there you are. That's how I'm envisioning this. All right. I haven't watched enough Max Headroom in a while. But yeah, there should be some sort of either Max Headroom, or I also see what was his name? Mr. Nose, or I'm gonna look it up. What was Robin Williams' character? Dr. No. I was pretty close. I sort of see it as that sort of character as well. I actually like this idea. The point of the writing exercise is to start potential short stories that I could come back to later and actually flesh out. So this is the first one in a bit that I actually feel like I could dig in. Let's get into the mechanics rather than the world. Let's explain some of the stuff that we've been talking about so I remember it if I ever come back to this. Oh, this is a fun mix too. Well done, Lobster Dust. And you know what? Top of the hour, let me share you out again. Wow, there's a couple layers here. I like this. All right, back to it. Oh, what was that? Oh, hey. It's too small on my screen. I gotta see what that actually was. Over here. Oh, cordial cephalopod. Thank you, and I will drink. I mean, it's probably not what you have in mind. But, ooh. 8 more days. Oh. You. Thanks for popping in. We'll get you that hot dog squid. You know what? Let's see what I can do. Oh, but you get to see it. Oh, no. How do I... See, I don't know how I do this. Okay. Got that. I don't know how to do this. Come on. I tried to do this when we were doing our hype train last week, and I just did not know how to nail this down. Let's see if we got it this time. Why? Why can't I? See, it won't let me. That's weird. I don't know why. It just won't let me do it. That seems odd. That I shouldn't be able to gift to somebody. I'm gonna have to look into that. Oh, okay. You've already got it set. I see. Well, that explains that. Well, thank you. You're awesome. You continue to be awesome. You are more awesome than we deserve. Appreciate you greatly. I just saw that I only have 5 minutes left in this, so let me outline the technology that I was talking about that this world runs on before the time runs out. Memory chair, I'll change that later. I just need to get the basics. Pulling up the I don't know if I'm as down with this mix.
Requested.
I don't know if that one worked as well for me.
Bob Marley. How about a mashup that has
Well,
and Bob Marley?
I could send one if you'd like. Yeah, that mix was, it didn't quite land as well as the others. I could send you stickers to addresses if you'd like. You know, while the Postal Service still exists. Alright, we're done with this one. Guess we gotta go to water. Wah, wah. Because, yeah, we don't have a link to sell them on the website because they're generally, we just sort of give them out in the theater. Oh, I'm running out of time. Oh, 2.5 minutes. Let's finish describing this.
Thanks for the Cheerios and the goodies. The cheerers are out in full force today.
I like this idea. Did he get muted? Yep, he's on a mute block. Skip ahead. Oh, awesome. So, I guess I would suggest, if you'd like a sticker, just send a message to Stab. What is it? Stab Theater? We were not good. Yeah, Stab Theater. We were not good in maintaining consistency with our usernames through all platforms. stabtheater@gmail.com. Feel free, and we'll just send an address, and we will drop you a sticker. Faux show. That's great. What's going on? Get back in here. Okay. Got memories with 28 people? Jesus Christ. What did I do this on this day over the last 10 years? Oh, that sounds like the timer's done, but I'm not done describing this, so I have to, you know what, I'll just throw the the bullet points. Several celebrity memories available for purchase and download. Memory editing. That's a slippery slope. To create false memories, like putting yourself inside major events, or of course porn, because no technology is not immediately embraced and exploited by the porn industry. A sort of cortical implant. I sort of like this one. This is interesting. This is DJs from Mars and DJ Surdy, James Brown, Bob Marley and the Wailers. I like that one. That's a lot of fun. Cortical implant attached to visual and sensory centers in the brain. Linked to memorizer. Controlled by app on phone. Boom. Like, I wouldn't go through all this effort to describe the stuff that we talk about in just these bullet points if I didn't really kind of like the idea and want to potentially come back and work on this again later. So I like that. I'm actually going to star this one. So I know, hey, if you're just scrolling by months later, weeks later, take a look at this one. Cool. Well, there's the... Oh, wait, I did update this, didn't I? Yeah, 229. This gives me a chance to tidy up the spreadsheet of Stab episodes. I thought I changed that. Let's refresh that. Yes, I am a meticulous record keeper. So this is a list of all of the Stab episodes and all of the different segments that appeared in those episodes, color-coded to the best of my ability. All 229 episodes, 257 shows. That's Corey's 16th show. I keep track of how many shows everybody's been on. Oh, Thursday is going to be a dandy of a doozy of a humdinger of an episode. You guys should really check it out. Oh, awesome. Well, if I can encourage anybody to resume creative endeavor, then I'm happy of that. All right, so we're between segments. Let's pause. More people messaging. Not now. Okay, so now to get into the meat of the day, I am going to keep focusing on, because shit, it's the 25th. I don't know if we're going to make the mark that we set for ourselves. By we, I mean me, because you'll find I often refer to myself in the royal we. So I had set the goal of hopefully finishing and even potentially having published Volume 2 of Deep Cuts by the end of August. It's still doable, I think. I think it's more an outside shot now, but it's still doable. So I'm going to focus on that for probably the remainder of this. We might be able to fit 4 more blocks in here. At very least, we've got 3 more in us. So I'm firing up Word, and that's going to be my plan for the rest of this stream. You feel free to work with whatever you'd like to play with. Also, whether it be a single project, or ideally, I'd like to be jumping around between projects, hitting a couple things in a stream, giving each of them a half hour to an hour's worth of focus and time. But I'm focusing hard right now on Volume 2 because that was the goal that I set for myself. So, let's switch over to display, since we're going to have to work in Word. And there's that. So yesterday we finished tidying up the table of contents. We also fixed a little mistake in the page numbering, which hopefully is still fixed. Why is this? I thought I took that out. Well, you shouldn't still be in there, clearly. Go away. Okay, so, and then after that, went on to start a proofreading pass, because I want to make sure everything is either correct or wrong in the way that I want it to be. So let's zoom in a little bit more for you guys too, just to make sure. Those that want to read can, but I also encourage you always to be working on your own stuff in this time. Okay. Seems like I should have 2 spaces between that and the body of the prompt. So maybe I'll start setting it up that way. Okay. So, I'm going to get the music going again. I'm going to get the timer going again. Oh, well, happy to see ya. Oh, Capital Punishment tonight, y'all. That's 8:30. Finish watching. Oh, we'll probably raid over to Capital Punishment. We'll finish up with the Obscure Movie Trivia Show at 8, then probably raid over the remainder of the audience over to Capital Punishment like we did last week. Or we'll see what else is running, but probably Capital Punishment. We like to support local before the more national people that we follow as well. What's all these messages? Come on, guys. Looks like there's a bunch coming from the Animal Crossing group. Wait, what's going on here? Oh, shit. I should have bought, apparently, because Kim's turnip prices are huge. I didn't buy turnips this week because 2 weeks in a row we had just down prices, and I'm not going to keep playing that game. So, let's get back to being productive. Grab a project. It's about that time. Let's see what memories I have. I shouldn't have a lot. We should be in the desert for most of this period. Oh, that's where most of them came from. Fundraiser for the Comedy Spot 3 years ago. Cool. Oh, actually, I could go back in time and buy turnips. I've started time hopping now. Oh, this was us leaving 7 years ago, and this was us leaving 9 years ago. Nice. And then almost leaving 10 years ago. So yeah, this was a lot of, that's where all of these links or these friends came from. in the memories. Just the one post about the Comedy Spot fundraiser. But, yeah. So, 7 years ago we were leaving. 9 years ago we were leaving. So that's cool. We're not leaving this year. If we were going to, we would have a couple days ago. Unfortunately, we're not. And it's sad, yes, but hopefully we'll be back out there next year. Okay, in the meantime, let's resume the music. Let's skip these mute blocks up over here, which probably means another commercial.
Whitney Houston.
And let's get the timer going again.
What?
You guys with your chat.
Whitney Houston?
Let's get the timer going.
Burn night?
And I'm going to dig back into
He said, bitch, I wasn't even
the proofreading edit. Or proofreading pass. We finished that. I remember that. We did Smock Tour. I remember that. Yeah, we're up to State of Emergency. Department of Tourism, State of Emergency. Have we done a Department of Tourism yet? If not, I need to have a description ahead of that. Oh, we did. We started with Stabdonia. Okay. So, Department of Tourism, State of Emergency. I feel like I should do something so it's not... The formatting might still tweak as we get through it. Welcome to the State of Emergency. For the love of God, get down. You may have noticed that everything around you is currently on fire. The State of Emergency would like to... Oh, wait. Is this too loud? Yeah, let's bring that down. The State of Emergency would like to remind you that everything within... I don't think that's a apostrophe. Within our state's borders is constantly on fire. Even while underwater during any of our random daily floods, everything remains on fire. Please be advised. Do not step into the fire. I think that's a semicolon, not a colon. I don't know. I'm getting mad with... I'm going mad with the power of the semicolon recently. Also, do not swim into the fire. In the state of emergency, underwater fire burns hotter than above water fire. If you find yourself standing next to a structure, vehicle, or any other inanimate object in the state of emergency, be advised, it will explode. Seems like that's where a colon goes. I don't know. Probably not. I'm just going crazy with punctuation right now. Checking in to see if anybody's there. Cool, cool. Back to it. Oh, okay, just making sure it's there. It will not explode simply because you are standing near it. It simply will explode. So standing near it is not advised. Do not stand near anything in the state of emergency, as it will at some point explode. You may be standing near something and notice that it has not exploded. You may stand near it for an extended period of time. What do you want there, word? That is concise. Shut up. For an extended period of time, and think that because it still has not exploded that it is safe to stand near it. It is not. It will explode. You are also advised not to stand near something that has already exploded, as it will explode. Oh, state of emergency. The extended forecast for the remainder of the week in the state of emergency is as follows. Thursday, fire. Friday, explosions. Saturday, fiery explosions. Sunday, a slight chance of fire in the morning, with exploding floods starting in the afternoon. Monday, early morning apocalypse giving way later in the day to all of your deepest nightmares made real and chasing you up sidewalks that seem to bend at near right angles. Tuesday, fire. If you are not already here, please do not come to the state of emergency. If you are already here, please do not try to leave the state of emergency, as leaving the state of emergency has been known to cause residents to catch fire and explode. All right. Clean. Okay. So looks like location. Ewan's Tater Scrapers is the first instance. So to recap, first instances mean I have to explain it. Looks like, given the number of folk here right now, this is and I know we're in the middle of a block, but seems like a time to run and tinkle. I'll be right back.
We're going to be doing an AMA to celebrate the unsung heroes of Twitch. The moderators, man. The community wouldn't be what it is without you and the mods.
Thank you so much.
Vor is here. How you doing today, sir?
I'm great.
This is my unsung hero of Twitch.
Miller Lite and I want to thank you for everything you do.
All of the Miller Lite cheer modes that you see in chat, all of it goes to you.
They are going to match all of the donations.
Oh my God.
4,000! What are you thinking right now?
And thank you for allowing me to do what I do.
To all the mods out there.
All right. Oh no, did the music go out as soon as I left? Of course it would. Much more comfortable though. Let's get back to it. There we are. Okay. Resuming the edit. So, again, when it's the first instance of a prompt in the book, I have to describe how the prompts work. After that, you can just go straight into them. But the first ones, I like to explain the mechanics. Sometimes, with business ownership, beggars can't be choosers. Sometimes you find your business sprouting up in pretty much the worst possible situation. Situation for said business. It's almost like a comical, dang it, premise ripe with possibilities. And so it is with location, where panelists are asked to give their pitches for a business in a less than ideal location. In this case, I operate a potato peeler outlet during the Great Potato Famine of 1854. And I won't do the accent here, partly because my Irish is really shaky, but also because we're just doing a reading pass on this to make sure. Sure, things look bad, but look on the bright side. You'll be dead soon. It appears I'm doing it anyway. Me? I've got a warehouse full of fucking tools built specifically to be used on a food we ain't got none of anymore. More than that though, these are fucking overstock and discontinued models of fucking, I think I went with fucking, of pointless fucking tools. They weren't even a person's first choice in peelers. I've got an outlet store for obsolete reminders of how we're all gonna fucking die and starve. Or how we're all gonna fucking starve to death. I moved from Scotland to Ireland for this shite. That was me explaining how I pretty quickly transitioned from any semblance of an Irish accent to a Scottish accent, and I think you could probably hear it in just that paragraph, and so I owned it immediately. Alright, so let's go without the accent so that I can just concentrate on the actual function of the thing. Alright, sure. Things look bad, but look on the bright side. You'll be dead soon. Me? I've got a warehouse full of fucking tools built specifically to be used on a food we ain't got none of anymore. More than that, though, these are fucking overstock and discontinued models of pointless fucking tools. They weren't even a person's first choice in peelers. I've got an outlet store for obsolete reminders of how we're all gonna fucking starve to death. I moved from Scotland to Ireland for this shite. What the fuck am I gonna do with these? Peel carrots? Apples? Aren't you fucking listening? These are potato peelers, not fucking vegetable peelers. These fucking things are useless. At this point, all these fucking things are good for is stabbing your neighbor with and stealing what little bit of food they've got squirreled away. And if they've got potatoes, well, they damn well deserve to be stabbed to death anyway for hoarding them. And now you can peel the fuckers too. I'd call that a lose-win-win. So come on down to Ewan's Tater Scrapers and arm yourself. No, yeah, to the fucking teeth. Because if you don't, you can be damn sure your neighbors are. Stab or be stabbed at Ewan's. Well, a little bit of overflow. There we are. So, again, we go back up to the table of contents. Throw down that X to signify that we have a description in that one. Write an angry poem about the 12 days of Christmas, page 10. Make sure that's still on page 10. And it is. Poetry elicits emotions. Sometimes that emotion is downright angry, and that's okay. It's okay! With Write an Angry Poem about it, panelists are asked to channel their creative might through the lens of angerednesses in a poetic nature. Yeah, sounds right. Here we get angrily poetic about the 12 days of Christmas. Exponential rage. Who the fuck needs 226 birds? 12 partridges, one for every day, 22 turtle doves, 30 French hens, 36 calling birds, 42 swans, and the 42 geese laying 42 eggs, making 84 fucking geese in all. 40 maids milking. 40 maids milking. Milking what? Goats! 40 maids with 40 goats. They don't mention the goats for the milking. The music of 22 pipers and 12 drummers, not half as thunderous as the sound of the 36 ladies and 30 lords dancing and leaping around the room. Only thing of use, the 12 pear trees, the 40 gold rings, not worth near enough, not growing near enough to feed my fucking Christmas farm. Next year, gift cards. Gift cards and stovetop stuffing. Next year's Christmas dinner is going to be 226 kinds of delicious. Exclamation point? Nah. Okay, so we have a description of angry poem there. Cool. All part of the process, y'all. Can't skip one step. And now when you potentially see or buy the book in the future, you will you'll be painstakingly aware of the effort that went into all of this. Reorganization, CXV, III, page 11. Yeah, that was that was the thing. My Irish wasn't great to begin with. It drifted into Scottish, and I immediately owned that. Good catch. Never had a good Irish. Scottish is alright. Just in time for Christmas, it's the latest advancement in wearable technology. Look out, Apple Watch. Move over, Samsung Gear. It's the brand new Coleco Xerox version 111. You know when software juggernauts Coleco and Xerox combine their awesome computing powers behind a single project, that it's gonna, feels like there should be something there, that it's gonna be something special. And when that software is powering the latest, state-of-the-art hardware from Texas Instruments, then it's truly a combination without rival. Marvel at the mind-shattering 4-bit, two-dimensional graphics on the Texas Instruments Liquid Crystal display. in 4 crisp, vibrant shades of green. And with a staggering 2 megabyte hard drive capacity, you'll be able to tell time and track your heart rate using it, or usually track your heart rate, usually at the same time. That seems like it needs an exclamation point. Weighing in at a whisper light 14 pounds, the Texas Instruments Coleco Xerox version 111 is really more of a gauntlet than a watch. And available in more than a dozen radical patterns and designs, the CXV 111's stylish battery backpack will keep you on the go and in the move. On the go and in the move? Probably not what I intended. On the go and on the move for a full 6 hours before needing to be connected to its LED shielded charging cradle for its quick as a hiccup 72-hour recharge cycle. New for 2016 and beyond, the Coleco Xerox version 111. Bring it home for only $24.55.95. Available at Radio Shack and, well, really just Radio Shack. Cool. There's some tweaks in here that probably make sense, but I don't know. Celebration time? We didn't have a celebration time until page 12? Really? Seems hard to believe. Because it's not true. Okay, we had one on page 5. So I don't need this. Oh, it wasn't. It was just the prompt. Duh. Sorry. At least I recognize and own my failed eccentricities. Rather than trying to pass that Scottish off as Irish. Ugh. Alright, more commercials. I need to subscribe to Lobster Dust so I don't get all these commercials. Yeah. I should have by now. Okay, back in it. Candy harassment. I like this one. On this very date in 1998, the Supreme Court of the United States rules that federal laws banning on-the-job sexual harassment also apply when both parties are the same sex. Also on this date in 1994, John Candy, Canadian comedian and actor, died. There's just so much scrumptious man candy on this stage today. You giving my dick diabetes. How you doing, John? I see you eyeballing me down there. John, real quick. I just wanted to ask you something. And this is meant as a compliment, so I hope you take it as such. But I just wanted to know if it's at all possible that you might have sat in some sugar today. Because you've got one sweet ass. I know they call you John Ross, but your real name must be Willy Wonka. Because I want to spend all day in your chocolate factory. So terrible. Michael Patton. Oh, this is hilarious. Given Bailey's transition. Michael Patton, your pants are like a candy wrapper. I just want to get what's inside it in my mouth. You could give a set of dentures a toothache. Come on, John. Just let me have that whatchamacallit. Is that how you actually spell the candy, though? Let's see. Yeah, okay. I just had it wrong. That's fair. How much time? 6.5 minutes still? Jeez, okay. I'm sure what you're packing is good and plenty and outrageous. And, well, Jacqueline, what can I say? You're like the chocolate cookie to the Oreo of this show. The faster you screw off, the sooner I can lick up all this delicious cream. Oh, I did like that one. Okay. Letter to the editor. This is probably the first and only letter to the editor in this show. So, let's make sure we've got that there. Letter to the editor should be on page 13. Is it? Why, it is. Most magazines receive some form of letters to the editor. Most, though, probably don't get many penthouse-style letters to the editor. In this prompt, stab host and apologetic TV dinner, John Morris Ross the fourth. Don't forget the fourth. Tasked panelist was just that, to write a steamy, fuck that shit indeed, steamy erotic letter to the editor of regular everyday magazines. Okay, apparently that's just one word. In this case, that regular everyday magazine is, of course, Pharmaceutical Executive Magazine. I'm not going to be able to pronounce anything properly all day, apparently. Alright, I remember liking this one a lot, too. Hey, it's Honcho. Morning. Morning. I still want to play that goddamn, oh, I always forget the name, but the game you were playing, last night. I enjoy those kinds of games. I'm undefeated and undefeatable in press the button or push the button, whichever one it is, in Jackbox. And I love games like that. The Among Us, yeah. Games like Werewolf and games where the goal is to manipulate your fellow players and root out liars. So good. Oh, it is free too? Shit, I have to do an Among Us one of these nights. Am I going to have enough people to run that? I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, we've done 3 press the buttons, push the buttons. I got to look it up so I know which actual game I'm fucking talking about. So it's push the button. Okay. We've done 3 runs of push the button. First time, guessed both the aliens. Second time, I was an alien and survived. Third time, guessed both the aliens. I am indefatigable. That's the word. It's not how it sounded. See, there it is. Persisting tirelessly. Just to make sure that everybody knew I wasn't being terrible right then. It is. Yeah. Alright. Bye. Law's going to place. Ooh, Doctor and Hobby Lobby, woo! Yeah, I am some hot shit in push the button, frankly. So I would love to play Among Us. But right now, I need to get back to work. Oh, only a minute and a half. We're still just doing a proofing pass here. We're on to a letter to the editor. It's a penthouse-style letter to the editor of Pharmaceutical Executive Magazine. Dear Purple Dragons of the black hole at the center of the universe, I unlocked the code hidden in your power capsules. The horse that the guards the train station didn't believe that I could, but I'll show him. I'll open him up and spread him around and laugh. I will laugh at its squishy, wet insides until they dry. Yellow oval plus white circle, and I can punch my car hard enough to make it tell me the truth that my kitchen lies. I'm not going to give the full power read because I'm trying to read for formatting. 4 pink circles plus a red and white capsule helps me fight the demon ghost with my mind lightning. Blue diamonds plus yellow egg. Blue diamond plus yellow egg plus orange circle summons Thrustington J. Pinklog. Splitter of trousers. I've broken 3 toilet seats with Thrustington. Oh, so dumb. I love this one so much. I high-five time! I once made love to the concept of infinity. Technically, I still am all the time, which maybe is why Thrustington never seems to go away. I'm supposed to call a doctor if that happens, but they might make him go away, and then I won't always be humping infinity, 'cause they're jealous! I've never not had my dick inside of everything, everywhere, forever! Okay. Green Triangle and his friends Tan Circles are telling me it's time to battle astral tiger crabs in the Nido plane for a couple days. I'ma send this brain mail to you now, then go be king of Galaxy Force Battle Unicorn Squad. Seems like Galaxy Force Battle Unicorn Squad should probably be capitalized. I mean, let's respect Galaxy Force
Look out.
Battle Unicorn Squad.
Let me just fix this 1 second.
On a secret mission to the sun,
Oh, I see what the problem is.
then wake up in all the sweat Monday. Sincerely, beep boop, lightning, beep boop, zoom, lightning bolt, karate chop, laser dove, choo choo train, caretaker of Thrustington J. Pinklog, who slides in and out of all of us forever and ever. You see, it's a letter to Pharmaceutical Executive Magazine. We're all tracking, right? So dumb. I love it so much.
Wow, that was intense.
Oh, timer's done. Shit. Okay, let's take a break. I'll apologize for the English language again. We'll pause. And then we start up again. We will share lobster dust again. So. Kim's got big bell prices. Or big turnip prices for bells this morning. All right. So, 10:48. Here we find ourselves again in this this gray period where I need to get started earlier. So my pre-ramble before the stream, I think might take a little too long because I don't wind up with enough time to... Oh, what's going on, Chrome? Come back. There you are. I don't wind up with enough time to fit a full 5 blocks in this hour. I wind up with this weird 10-15 minute gap. So I have to get into it sooner, is what I'm saying, which is fine. Either way, I can't wait to have another book up here. It's going to be awesome. What's my author page look like? I don't even remember. Are we going to load it? Oh, there it is. It's that guy. That guy with his one book. It'll look cooler when I got two. It'll be cooler when I do. While I'm thinking about it, I'm not pro anymore, so it probably doesn't have my my picture. That's what happens when you're not pro. They take your picture down. But what's my IMDb look like? I'm like Jesse Jones 11, I think. Let's see. Just for funsies, since we do have this this gap here that we need to fill. No, not 11. Maybe it's 9. Yep, there's 9. There's me, 9. I don't have my pro account, so my picture isn't up here anymore. But yeah, there's all those appearances. Technically, those are most of those are still being edited. Ugh, I should really work on that. So many alarms. Let's see. Yeah, I need to finish. Maybe that'll be a project. Actually, that really should be a project. So the first pass on the last 6 of these episodes was done back in like April. You know, after waiting 2 years for it. What it's waiting for is for me to watch and like make notes of what images to throw up like over the shoulders and some green screen backgrounds for a couple of the prompts. So I should do that. Maybe that'll be the project after this one, is to work on getting season 2 of Stab TV back to the editor to work on next. Happy Accidents, yeah, that was good. I won an award, best supporting actor that year at the place called Sacramento. Holy shit, that was 4 years ago. Wow, that's crazy. And Wipeout, yes, I appeared on Wipeout. Cheerleaders versus Couch Potatoes. Check it out. If you can pull up the episode, it exists. I'm there. So there's my IMDb. That's fun. Award-winning actor. Oh no, my rank has gone down. Oh, I'm 1,725,386th on IMDb this week? Oh. We gotta do something about that. Alright, back to it. We won't work on getting my IMDb rank up. So, oh, this is a fun mix. Again, analyzing and critiquing the many aspects of the layering of mashups. That's what this mostly is, ass covered. Okay. Timer start. Back to the edit. Thanks for joining me. Grab a project, everybody. It's time to get back to work. Uh-oh, I accidentally minimized Snaz. Come back, Snaz. Okay, back to it. Everybody, launch back into work. Over to Word. Vows to an asshole. Okay. So this is the first vows to an asshole. So this needs an intro, and it's here. Weddings, where two people become one, where two lives intertwine and forever form an unbreakable bond against the world. Or where you get stuck with some asshole. In Vows to an Asshole, again, I want to capitalize those first appearances. Oh. In Vows to an Asshole, panelists are presented with an asshole that they must profess their undying love to, against what others might see as any logic whatsoever. In this instance, I was asked to give my vows to that bitch who can eat whatever she wants but still doesn't gain a pound. Cheryl. I'll never forget the day we met. I was in the break room. I was feeling fat after pounding my super filling lunch of heart-healthy steamed celery veins and twice boiled skim cashew milk. when I spotted you across the street. At least I thought it was across the street. It turned out that my atrophied, malnourished retinas were just playing a trick of optical illusion on me. And you were, in fact, just at the next table. I mustered up all of the... we can do without that. Mustered up all the strength I had to turn my head in your general direction, and saw you enjoying your third serving of bacon fat-injected blue cheese macaroni nuggets. You washed them down with a slow churn buttermilk shake, infused with fudge concentrate, and sucked through a straw made of solidified Nutella. I am very hungry now. To be fair, you can basically put any vocal track over the top of the Austin Powers theme, and it will slap. Back to this. I can still remember that day just like it was yesterday. Mostly because my short-term... Is that supposed to be one word? Or hyphenated? Okay. My short-term memory has been drastically crippled by my acute vitamin B12 deficiency. Since we began planning this wedding, I haven't been able to eat anything heavier than liquefied oxygen for the last 7 months, just to make sure I still fit in this 48 husky suit of mine. Meanwhile... Should probably be another sentence. Meanwhile, on a consistent diet of marshmallow stuffed deep dish pizzas, your dress has had to be taken in 3 times. And so, my love, until the day comes that my organs finally completely fail, and you no doubt devour me whole and completely by accident in your sleep. You are going to make me the happiest man-shaped husk on the planet. Thank you, everyone. Please do join Cheryl for bottomless marrow-teenies at the caramelized meatloaf buffet. But if you'll excuse me, I think I accidentally smelled a grain of rice on my way up to the altar, and I'm about to shoot a button off this jacket and murder my best man. Solid. So, page 16. That is incorrect. Or no, it's 15 and 16. Yeah, so that is correct. Right? Make sure I got that right. Yeah, page 15, 16, and so 17 would be POTUS. Yeah. Okay. Oh, I wrote some really fun prompts for Thursday's stab. I am really looking forward to it. I used my morning walk like I used to use my Thinky walk. Oh shit, my lights. My Thinky walks. I gotta make sure everything's okay. When I was writing for the show, when I was on the panel, I would have Thinky walks when I was completely stuck for ideas. I would go for a walk and flesh stuff out. Well, I don't know why I didn't think about it, but I used the same principle this morning for writing prompts for the guests. And I'm super pleased with some of them. There's one that is one of the dumbest, most wonderful things that sentences that I've ever written, and I hope people get it. All right. So POTUS 17. And we've already done a reorganization, so we don't need to introduce it. POTUS actually represents a staple of the frontier diet that often meant the difference between surviving... Oh, this was in the hick voice. POTUS actually represents a staple of the frontier diet that often meant the difference between surviving the trek through a snowy pass or becoming another kind of meal altogether. POTUS stands for Pappy's Old-Timey Umbilical Stew. Its recipe is old as these hills, dating back to before they kept track of such things. Comma, period, dash. There's too many dumb options in English. I'm going to say that. Pappy's old-time umbilical stew began as necessity, continued as delicacy, and remains as tradition. Back in the 18-something or others, most families lived their entire lives on the road from one far-flung corner of the continent to the t'other. And t'other is intended. Wagon loaded with kin would set forth from Philadelphia, roll through St. Louis, on its way. Still rough with the its and its. On its way to Oregon. Arrive, turn round, and set right back off again for no reason whatsoever. They was simpler times. So when's a member of the family finally sloshed out from twixt they... I do want to change that to theys. From twixt theys. Mammy's nithers. Well, let me tell you what. The whole wagon got to eat to their... God damn it, how did you not correct that? Got to eat to their fill that week. To properly prepare a good hearty, stick to your ribs and glaze your esophagus umbilical stew. First you snip off the umbilicus and set that fleshy nutrient tube aside. I mean, that only makes sense. Then there's what some fancy doctor type might call the placental discharge, but what good old frontierin' folk only knew as the disgusting human baby garbage. You slop all that meaty sack of yuck into a pot, simmer for a day or three with some diced tomatoes and pond water till it's nice and viscous. Then here's a fun trick. While it's boiling down to a nice meaty mash, leave the cord out to petrify. Then pass around the umbilical stew for the whole family to get a good old slurp. Eats like this is what helped a man live to the ripe old age of 31 while on the wandering, nonsensical trail. Cool. I'm good with that. The contrast of that read to this music is just wonderful. That's the point of this. Alright. Celebration time, Church of Green Arrow. More commercials. I need to subscribe to Lobster Dust.
Pick up your beer with a deer.
On this day, 1307, William Tell shoots an apple off his son's head. Also on this very date, in 1978, in Jonestown, Guyana, Jim Jones led his People's Temple to a mass murder-suicide that claimed 918 lives in all. Oh, so many of the prompts used so much of this shit. 909 of them in Jonestown itself, including over 270 children. Yay, this was always fun to write, this sort of stuff. Congressman Leo Ryan is murdered by members of the People's Temple hours earlier. What did you do to Horon? God damn it. That's not how that's spelled. Honor these happenstances. Well, firstly, I would like to thank everyone for joining me here this evening. It is your continued loyalty and dedication that has made this day possible, and the sacrifices we make today will be remembered as the heroic, selfless act of revolutionary protest that it is. There we are. Let's see if we can form that sentence a little better. A little bit more structure, y'all. A little bit more structure. Firstly, I'd like to thank everyone for joining me here this evening. It is your continued loyalty and dedication that has made this day possible. There it is. And the sacrifices we make today will be remembered as the heroic, selfless act of revolutionary protest that it is. And though I know that the thought has not been considered by anyone in attendance, it is important that I inform you nonetheless that you will now, of course, not be permitted to leave. You have all followed me here today, secure in the truth that I am the flesh-born, three-dimensional incarnation of the one and only true Messiah, pre-New 52 Vigilante, longbow hunter and leftist socialist champion, Oliver Queen. We have ridden the current rising tide of archery-based pop culture figures. Really? Okay. From the Marvel heretic Hawkeye, to the false prophet Cadmus, to that one from Brave. I still haven't seen that one, but I know she's an archer too. I have always shot true and sure with you, each a valued shaft in my beloved quiver of love. And while you may have questioned my need to regularly sleep with your wives, daughters, and select effeminate sons, I know that you understand that Ollie works in mysterious ways. I do apologize that our meeting tonight is keeping us all from our televised sermon from the book of the CW, Wednesdays at 8 p.m. Eastern and Pacific, 7 Central. But we do so secure in the knowledge that it is being saved for us to be viewed upon our transferal from this three-dimensional plane of existence to the two-dimensional other world to which we are traveling. Hulu be praised. As the end of the show nears, I'm going to ask that you put your trust in me one more time, as my sidekicks begin passing around your drinks. They are a delicious concoction of my own devising. Let's do that. That are 1 part kiwi lime Kool-Aid, 1 part Portuguese wormwood absinthe, and 1 part Valvoline Xerox engine coolant, which I lovingly call green arrows, because they always hit the spot, and because 1 shot will surely kill you. We will be drinking in order of youngest to oldest, skipping me, of course, just so I can make sure everyone got their fill. Be sure to tip it all the way back, and I will rejoin you. And I will rejoin you all. I will rejoin you all as we turn past this false page and are rejoined in the great square-bound trade paperback on the other end of reality. That was it? That was the end? Really? Seems like there's something missing. Still solid. All right. Music went off. I did just now notice that. We're back. Let's skip all these mute holes. Let's just rock it back to here. Oh. Nice. Oh, this is good. All right. Topical haiku, cosmonaut downsizing. It looks like jobs are being cut not only on this planet, but also out there in space, too. As the Russian space station crew might get downsized from 3 cosmonauts to 2. Haiku go. Just making sure this level's okay. Yeah, I think that's good. All right. And also talking over it, so it's being covered enough. Breaking the news. Sorry, comrade. This news, like the other side of moon, is got no bright side. Done in Russian accent. That poor Fucksky, laid off cosmonaut. I can't imagine the lines for space potatoes. Nice. One in the chamber. The worst part is Russians will decide who's leaving by a game of roulette. There we are. Department of Tourism, Alternative Rocketopia. This one's fun too. I mean, all of them should be fun. I shouldn't have to keep saying that. In theory, this is all just rocktacular fun times sent from on high to your eyes and ears. Okay, 8 minutes. Cool, this is all going to work out just right. Thanks for joining me. Hopefully you're working on a project. It's office hours. It's our structured productivity time, 9:30 a.m. to noon. Weekdays. If you're just joining, grab a project and join us. This look, it's explainable. It's build week, or it should be. So I'm wearing my burning garb. We're bringing the burn home. I should be out in the desert. I don't know if today is carpet day or tomorrow's carpet day. Doing a terrible, terrible thing. All right. Back to Alternative Rocketopia. This is an automated distress signal from the city of Alternative Rocketopia. To any civilized nations receiving this message, it is unsafe to approach the city of Alternative Rocketopia. This warning is due to a continuing civil war. I guess I should... It's not the civil war, but I guess it still can be capitalized. Civil war raging between disputed subgenres who refuse to accept classification under the vague alternative ruling party. Britpop-tropolis maintains a stronghold in downtown alt-rock-atopia in spite of continued attacks from post-grungington. The math rock residents of Calculux maintain an uneasy truce with Geek Rockistan as a marriage of convenience against the surprisingly tenacious bombardments of the combined forces of the melancholy tribes of Goth and the sensitive territories of Emo. The unified islands of indie rock and indie pop have declared themselves a sovereign nation, a declaration that the city of Alternative Rocketopia does not recognize. Tensions between College Rock Sylvania and Jangle Bajan remain high, but no kegs have been thrown since the ceasefire negotiated by the surprising joint peacekeeping task force sent from the industrial states of Klang and the Rap Rock Hood. Shoegaze Lahoma has remained surprisingly neutral through the fighting, lazily shrugging and turning away any time they are urged into the fray. Oh, see? That's why we're doing this. And to this day, the underground continues to dismiss all of these actions as commercial bullshit, stating that they already moved on like a year ago. And not super down with this mix, if we're to jump back to the track behind us. Okay. Next prompt. We are chugging along. What's that? Oh, 21 pages in. Holy shit. It's coming. It's a long process. But you just have to... So this right now, for anybody unfamiliar with exactly what I'm doing, this is the... this is just a proofreading pass. We've already edited the manuscript to be properly formatted. For the most part. We're also checking formatting issues as we go through, but this is just a proofreading pass because I have, like the first one I did a shoddy job, and so I wound up with like 10 versions of the book published as I kept going through and, oh, no, I missed this one. So I may do 2 passes, or at least doing this one fine-tooth comb pass. Because I still would like to have this released by the end of August. It's probably going to be a little too close for that. Alright, so top 5 Google searches of Baby Jesus. Get this. There was a time when Google didn't exist. Exists? I know! so we would never know what our favorite fictional and or non-fictional figures of the past might have searched for on the Google box. Until now. In Google searches, we do pretty much just that, coming up with the top 3 to 5 Google searches of who or whatever, like in this case, the baby Jesus. The fuck is myrrh? New Testament spoilers, Travelocity, Bethlehem, cheap in rates, streaming seasons 1 through 3 of My Two Dads, and there it is. Does breastfeeding count as sloth, gluttony, and lust? Oxford comma. I don't like using it, but I've started to adapt. It always blows my mind how DJs streaming on Twitch somehow don't understand the basics of audio. All the DJs that I watch on Twitch, almost invariably, are muffled messes on the mic. And it's just, how do we not understand how mics work? Come on, DJs. Come on, Lobster Dust. Just spin the tracks. Don't worry about talking. It winds up being a mess. Okay, 2 minutes. We can get through one more. Dating profile Canada. So page 23. Do we not have a dating profile before this? Oh, and a Google search. So this is the first Google search, the first dating profile. Okay. So, it's time for a John jab. That's just how these go. Oh, and there it is. Online dating. It's what we have to do to keep us from dying alone and afraid. Dying alone and afraid. In a bed full of our own filth, waiting to be discovered someday when the stench becomes too overpowering. Or, to find love. In dating profiles of the fictional and or non-fictional, well, that all has to be capitalized. I guess all of it doesn't. Stab host and living shrug, John Morris Ross IV, gives panelists a noun type thing to create a dating profile for. And for this one, I made the dating profile for the concept of the country of Canada. Oot and a boot. Age 149. Sign Cancer. So many commercials. Commercials of shit bears. Aaron Goldberg? No. I don't believe I have. DJ? DJ type? Ooh, fully improvised beats. So many instruments. Huh. Well, that sounds pretty cool. Let's... Again, I also don't really like this mix so much. All right. Wow. That looks darned interesting. All right. I'll have to check that out. Thanks, Jenga. Appreciate the tip. We lose another follower. these numbers, as long as it's bots that keep getting killed by Twitch, I'm perfectly fine with that. They just fluctuate so much recently. So that has to be bot murders. Because we were up to 99, then went back down to like 97, then back up to 99, now back down to 98. It's just a mess. But I'm going to try not to focus on that, because that's not what it's about. It's about you who are here, and us that we're doing, and things. Okay. Timer? Oh, you've been done for a bit. Okay. So we've got one more block in us. Let's take a bit of a break. Break time. Again, always like to, while I'm using his stream this week for background music during build and burn week, like to keep dropping his link in there as much as possible. Donate. If not for Lobster Dust, then for Tibby. All right. So, it's about that time. We've got one more block for the day. Thank you for joining me. Hopefully you've been productive. Shit, it's only Tuesday, isn't it? Jeez. Weeks. What do they even mean anymore? I mean, I guess a lot of people have unfortunately gone back to regular life. As, you know, we shouldn't. Because it's just pointlessly endangering lives. But I could go on ranting about the current state of the world for a while, probably. But I choose not to. I'd rather try and just make things better in my own corner as much as I can and encourage others to do whatever they can. At some point, though, sometimes you gotta get loud about some of the terrible shit that's going on. I'm just trying not to get in the way of people delivering more useful messages. Because it's not about me. It's about bigger things. So I don't want it to be about me. Again, not going to get into the whole ramble. But what we're doing is trying to make our piece of the world a little bit better. And even more specifically, this real estate in our minds, trying to improve our mental well-beings by going back and working on some of our long-neglected projects. That's what Office Hours is about. You can join me every morning, 9:30 a.m. to noon, for a little bit of structured productivity time, accountability buddies. It's fun. I've gotten so much work done. I hope you have as well. Check out the rest of the schedule at stabcomedytheater.com. That's our full calendar of events. And in case you didn't know, this is Stab Comedy Theater. Hi, I'm Jesse. I own the place. We stream 7 days a week, improv, stand-up, sketch, podcast, and gaming material. Just check out the calendar, like I say, on stabcomedytheater.com. Or if you're on Twitch, which most of you are, just scroll down. It's right down there, the calendar, ready for your availability. What is it? Oh, that's what I was doing, Alyssa. But good call. Later tonight, Tuesday is trivia at Stab Comedy Theater, on Stab TV. It's at 6 o'clock. It's Sports Ball with Drew Absher. It's a comedy sports trivia show. It's a lot of fun. That's at 6. Followed at 8 o'clock by the Obscure Movie Trivia Show. Buddy is bringing out the Obscure Movie Trivia. This edition is the Avengers, the Marvel Avengers. Admittedly not an obscure movie, but the idea is to get obscure trivia out of the movie. There's multi-layers. The rest, that's only the first round. Other rounds are much more obscure movies and actors and all that sort of stuff. Then Wednesday, again, office hours in the morning. And in the evening, 5 o'clock, well, it's not quite evening, late afternoon, early evening. At 5 o'clock, you can join me for Inside the Box. It's Stab's weekly Jackbox Party Pack Party Play party. So we get together and play Jackbox games for a couple hours. Then at 8:30, it's Emma Haney and Becky Lynn for Animal Gossing. It's their Animal Crossing talk show where they spill the tea on their Animal Crossing Islanders. Thought a cat might have been out there. But that's just a quick rundown of the next couple days. Please do check out the calendar for the full list of events. So, I know, you're just goofing. So let's get into this last block. We've got time for one more 25-minute block of action. So grab a project, get some work done. Even if you're just joining, even if it's the first time or this is the only time you're able to join for this stream, 25 minutes on a project is 25 minutes more than you would have done otherwise. And every little bit chips away at the thing and gets us closer to the end. So, if you've been with me for the last month and a half, you have seen me just chip and chisel at Volume 2 of Deep Cuts here, my second book of collected stab material. And it's been a long, arduous process, but it's that much farther along. If we hadn't done anything, it would still be back where it was 6, 7, however fuck many weeks we've been doing this. So, it's really good to see the progress. So I hope you're seeing it too in the stuff that you're doing. Let's restart some music. You know what? Let's give... No, I want to wait and listen to that a little bit more specifically. Make sure there's not like too much chatter in it. The reason I chose Lobster Dust over stuff like Booty Mashup or whatever is because he rarely chimes in with any dialogue. It's just all track. Over at Booty Mashup, they do a lot of call-outs and speaking with their channel and stuff, so I would rather just have the track. So, that's getting going. Let's get the timer going. Get some water because my throat is just dry. Oh, that's better. That's better. All right, one more block of time. Let's clack out another 25 minutes together. I'm again going back to my proofreading edit of, or proofreading pass and edit of Deep Cuts Volume 2 here. So this is the dating profile for Canada. Username Oot and a Boot. Age 149, sign Cancer, height 9,984,670 square kilometers. Ethnicity, white Caucasian. Body type, stout. Story, I can't remember which site I used for this. There was a time when I would use different dating sites for different profiles. But for the longest time now, I've just been using a standard OkCupid style setup. So I'm not sure what this is, where we get story. Well, and I can't conjure up my Canadian. It's a tough one. It's surprisingly tough to get my good Canadian. Well, you know. No. I know, I'm not going to get it. Well, you know. What's there to say, you know? Okay, I get what we did. I remember. It was, well, you know. What's there to say, you know? My neighbor likes to tell people I'm pretty boring and uptight, eh? But I don't know what's boring about manners, you know? I don't know. I feel like I'm a pretty wild guy, you know? I mean, yeah, my mom's still a big part of my life and all, you know? But that's not a bad thing, right? Heck, I can party down and get funky with the best of them, you know? As long as I'm in bed by 8:30, so I can get up at 3, or... Oh, you get up at 3 or so to feed the elk, you know? I don't know why, but for some reason, I liked punctuating everything in Canada's profile with, you know. And I like just slipping it in there as just an afterthought. I don't know. Perfect match. Oh, I don't know, you know. I'm mostly just looking for someone who appreciates the unspoiled beauty of vast, sprawling wilderness, because I'm kind of all about that, you know. and not to brag or nothing, but I speak a little French. So, it'd be nice if you could too, if it's not too much bother. Ideal date. Well, we could probably... God damn it. I forgot how much I enjoyed that. We could probably share a plate of gravy and cheese-slathered fries, and maybe, I don't know, could talk about manners. Manners? I can't remember how I pronounce manners. I know it's a thing. Manners, our feelings about them and our experiences, good or bad, Then we could compliment each other on our manners, Then we could graciously accept those compliments without, trying not to sound too prideful, Then, God damn it. Then we could share a ride on public transport back to where it was that we each individually live, And then maybe text each other when we get home to make sure the other one got home okay too. Or, we can just skip all that altogether and fuck on an elk, Your call. Oh, so dumb. I forgot about the in Canada's dating profile, and I just love that stupid stuff. All right, celebration time. Baseball blue jeans. All right, well, if I'm going to do Canadian, then I guess I have to do the Russian, too. On this date, 1959, USSR probe Luna 3 transmits the first ever photographs of the far side of the moon. You know what else? Also on this date, 1952, Vladimir Putin, Russian colonel and politician, fourth president of Russia, was born. Wow. Oh, yes, that's right. Good, wholesome American comrade John Rouse. The both of those evil, no good Russian things happened on this day, then. I didn't already know this. Boo on those things, yes? How did I celebrate these bad socialist happenings? Happened to happen on the same day on the different years, you might have already asked. Why, with my mom and hot dog pie, of course. Go baseball team. In addition to, I did also many good capitalist things. Like for the example. Seems like I should capitalize socialist and capitalist just to drive home the points in this. Like for the example, salute flag. Which one is none of your business? Devalue the worker. And purchase many selfish goods and service. I love Levi blue jeans. And for example, salute flag. Which one is none of your business? Devalue the worker. And purchase many selfish goods and service. I love Levi blue jeans. Then after celebration, I pray to my American God, Jesus Christ, and spend time looking at my possessions. Just looking. All of which are mine alone, and do not belong to the people. Just me. Communism? That's for the birds, Jack. Don't those Ruskies know that space belonged to Uncle Sam? USSS or USSR. Hey, America, am I right? Oh, this accent is all over the place. Uncle Sam. Oh, and Vladimir Putin? Don't get me started. Vladimir Putin? More like I have nothing negative to say, so please don't hurt family. Go baseball blue jeans. Or just go baseball jeans. Okay. So dumb. I love it. Oh, first appearance of Please Explain in this. So that's page 26. All right. Doop, 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 doop. Page 26. There we are. It's precious when I'm actually hitting it. When I'm off, I don't like it, but I do love the Russian accent when I'm getting it right. It's so fun and dumb. All right. Explain it to me. Oh, what's going on here? There we are. And explain it to me, or please explain it.
Give it up for the VMA nominees for Best Hip Hop.
Can the baby bop out with Doan?
Even if Eminem and Juice WRLD crush it like Godzilla,
Will life continue to treat Future and Drake good?
or is Megan Thee Stallion the savage?
Panelists are presented with a simple concept, which they have
Wanna see
to...
Drake
Why are
home?
you
Get
asking me
ready for
about
the
this?
Video Music Awards to
No.
bring the music from
Which they
New York
have to
City.
carefully explain to a someone or thing, let's say something, that just doesn't really easily or naturally understand said concept. This one would be a perfect example of that concept in having to explain the concept of birth control to some vague idea of a 38-year-old father of three who is a comedian and the host of a show called Stab. Could be anyone, really. I like Could Be Anyone, really. Could really be anyone. Yeah, I like Could Be Anyone, really. John, have you ever dreamed of something? Something bigger? Something bigger than telling jokes to smoothie machines on a Wednesday night. It's these dreams that give us the ability to achieve anything we set our little hearts to. Do you know what babies do, John? Babies eat dreams. Babies eat dreams and shit responsibility. Babies, hold on. I realized the music stopped. There we are. What were we saying, Jenga? So, a Russian man forced you to pronounce vodka. Must have been a fun living arrangement. Back to this. A very important message. So, it's so important, we'll go back. Do you know what babies do, John? Babies eat dreams. Babies eat dreams and shit responsibility. Babies are how the universe prevents the entire world from being populated by nothing but happy, fulfilled, creative individuals, endlessly fucking atop piles of published manuscripts, produced screenplays, and enormous checks left uncashed because you've been too busy doing whatever the fuck you want, whenever the fuck you want, with whomever the fuck you want, entirely unanswerable to anyone but your adoring public. So, what then is the best contraceptive option, John? Sure, there are many to choose from, but I find the best, most reliable form of birth control are dreams. Feels like I should capitalize that. If the idea of achieving anything more than squirting another child into someone else no longer exists within you, then please, by all means, let fly your potent seed. But, well, so what is this wanting me to do? Fuck your concise language. But if you still have any longing for something more inside that hollowed out husk of a man hunched before us, just remember that from the tip of your dick shoots your dreams. And there's a baby out there just waiting to eat them. And when I put it that way, that doesn't really sound good. But you know what I mean.
Thank you so
Good,
much
good.
for all these tips. And I can, to all the people who have a step,
Win-win.
I can guarantee you,
Oh,
I would never go back.
come on, you
no
peaky,
track.
mumbly. Ugh. You're not supposed to talk. Just play them fat beats. And stop mumbling into the... Alright, what do we got? 15, 20 minutes? Oh, 13, 12 and a half minutes. Okay, we're halfway through this last block. Reorganization, fuck. FUCK is a new smartphone and tablet app from the makers of Dong. Or discover over 90 gnomes. And Cunt, the creature uncovering ninja task force. And it's sure to be the next great name in in-app purchases. I should probably combine that so we understand. Fuck! Find unlimited creatures, kids! In Fuck, kids take the role of Teak Strongwill, a lonely young boy on Debit Island. Teak has always dreamed of being a rich and famous collector of backpack whatsits or backy whats, but he doesn't have a magic power card. He knows that if he could ever get his hands on a power card, he could summon all of the most powerful and super rare backy whats of Debit Island, and maybe someday, one word? Surprised. Someday, of all of the nations of Tap to Acceptia. Then, one day, for no good reason whatsoever, Freeachu, a cute, lovable backy what's, shows up on Teak's doorstep to help him on his adventures in search of... I probably just meant in search of his parents' power card. In search of his parents' power card. Help Teak look in the dresser, or a desk drawer, or even Mom's satchel of artifacts. Then, you can take Teak's search off the screen and into your own home. And once you've found your parents' power card, you can use it to use its magical numbers to help Teak unlock super special creatures like, I don't know, a Gigarus. It's a super walrus with like laser tusks or something. Or how about Upgradable Coup? It's a fucking bat alligator with sword feet or some shit. That's cool, right? I mean, sure, why not? Find unlimited creatures, kids. Available in the App Store and Google Play. And when you hear your mom or dad scream, "What the fuck?" next month, you'll know you're a true Backy What's master. I have to somehow bring Backy What's and Pokemongo together. There's so many worlds ready to collide. Is Backy What's the Pokemon to Pokemongo's Digimon or card captors? Who's the card captors in this scenario? All right, a couple more minutes, right? Yeah, 9 more. Let's keep plowing through. Topical Haiku Challenge, Baby Fight Club. 31-year-old Sarah Jordan was convicted on Wednesday of 13 charges stemming from abusing children in her classroom. 13 charges. Ugh. I guess I'll clean this up. Stemming from abusing children in her classroom, turning it into a baby fight club, according to the prosecutor. According to witnesses, Jordan, who was a daycare teacher in Woodbridge, Virginia, would spray 1-year-old kids in the face with a hose, step on their feet, purposely trip them, and encourage them to fight each other. Haiku! Oh, the good old days of prompts. Kid boxer. All right, kids, bath time. All right, kids, bath time. Dip your fists in glue, then glass. That's right, bloodbath time. Got it. Teachers today, what happened to the good old days when they would just molest their students? I apologize. Here's your raise. Teachers complaining. If you're so underpaid, start betting on the fights. There we are. Just making sure. Movie makeup. This can't be the first movie makeup. We're on page 30, and this is the first movie makeup of the whole damn book. That seems unreasonable. But it also seems amazingly accurate. Wow. All right, page 30, movie makeup. Oh, just a couple more minutes of office hours. 7 more. Let's keep plowing through. For movie makeup. And I need to be consistent on whether or not I'm putting these prompts in quotes, or just capitalizing them, or capitalizing them in quotes. I don't know. For movie makeup, panelists are given a title for a movie that doesn't exist, and their task is to write the synopsis for that movie. Pretty straightforward. Oh, dummy. No, and you're right. I think that is supposed to be apostrophe. For movie makeup, panelists are given the title of a movie. That doesn't exist. You're right. I should throw a comma in there. And their task is to write the synopsis for that movie. Pretty straightforward. So let's not muck it up with some unnecessary banter about really nothing at all, shall we? In this special edition of Movie Makeup, Reorganization Style, panelists were given the title of a movie that did exist, and were asked to reimagine that title into a completely different movie. Here we took Creed, and completely messed it up.
This is my unsung hero of Twitch.
Miller Lite and I
The hell's
wanna
going on?
thank you for everything you do.
All of the Miller Lite cheer modes that you see in
Oh, commercials.
They are going to
I need to subscribe to Lobster Dust.
4,000.
What are you thinking right now?
And thank you for allowing me to do what I did.
to all the mods out there.
I need to just do it. Got it. You got a new subscriber, Lobster Dust. And I encourage everyone else to contribute to Lobster Dust and Tibby. We listen to endless streams of Lobster Dust just in the background. It's always good stuff. All right. Now, we should have fewer commercials. 4 minutes. Let's wrap this up strong. Creed. So I did a voice for Creed 2.
There's some certain things I believe in very much. They go and make up who I am as a person. I believe the shit out of these things.
Victor Alonso used to be a common thug, wandering through life with no direction, no purpose.
You know what I believe? Things. A couple of them. A very specific couple of them. What do you believe in? Do you believe I won't shoot you in the thorax? That's too bad, because that's not what I believe.
Then one day, just another burglary turned Victor Alonso's life upside down.
If you don't believe in something, you'll fall for something else. I believe that, so I don't fall for nothing. I believe in other things too, like how if I punch you enough, you'll want me to not punch you anymore. Also, women should wear hats again, like the old days. It looks good. Do you believe me when I tell you these things? You should. I do.
A shelf full of self-help books, combined with his third-grade reading level, transformed Victor Alonso into a force to be reckoned with.
If a blue car carries bad people, you don't trust blue cars no more.
Yeah, I can put a space in there.
I once ate a plastic army man once. I won't do that again, no matter how much I might want to. Just because I'd never seen a fish buy a bag of sunflower seeds doesn't mean they don't. I believe fish love sunflower seeds.
Victor Alonso's set of beliefs might be crazy, but at least he has a full set. Victor Alonso has a creed.
Zippers are better than buttons. They just are. Say it. I said say it. Nobody leaves this fucking room until everybody here says it. Repeat after me. Zippers are better than buttons. Good. That's good. That's what I believe. And now you do too.
Creed is so dumb and I love it, and I just enjoy it. I don't know that I've used that voice for anything else, so it's unique in that respect. All right. So another minute. Can we get one more in a minute? Oh, Breastfeedadelphia. This is where I attempted to. I can't do a Philly, so I just really charged at it and hit it with whatever accent this worked as. Hey there, Pally. You ever heard of Breastfeedadelphia? Yeah. You don't look like you have, that's for shit. Yeah. You like good food? You ever had a Breastfeedadelphia cheesesteak? Unless you've been to Breastfeedadelphia, you ain't. Best place to get one? And Daryl's gonna argue with me, but I say the best place to get an authentic Breastfeedadelphia cheesesteak is Dottie's Danglers. Daryl's gonna try and tell you it's Maria Teets, but the steaks at Teets ain't been good since I was a kid. And Dottie makes her own whiz. You ain't had a cheesesteak till you had it with Dottie's own homemade whiz. What do you want? You want to catch a ball game? You want some basketball? Go see the Nips play down at the Speculum? Baseball? Sure. Yeah, sure. Maybe the Areolas are bums this year, but these are bums. Football? The Breastfeedadelphia Speckled Boobies might make the playoffs this year. And that's something. I mean, it ain't nothing, right? Oh, you're more into the touristy shit? That's fine. Whatever you want. We got culture just leaking out of chests in Breastfeedadelphia. Come on downtown and walk around one of our 7 maternity bra museums. Maybe get some lunch. Then go take the family to see the big cracked Liberty Titty. Whatever you're looking for, we got it here. And whether it's an A, B, C, or double D, your cup's gonna run us over with class. Here in the city of motherly love, Breastfeedadelphia. Again, the problem with actually reading it in the voices is that I'm not paying as much attention to the actual sentence structure. So, feels like I should slow them down and actually do the work. So we'll pick back up on Breastfeedadelphia tomorrow. 32 pages in, that's not bad. All right, where did we get to? Well, we subscribed to a channel in our time today. We got through how many prompts? We're into Breastfeedadelphia. We were only like 4 in. So we got through the editing of the proofing and editing of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Nice. That's almost a 5th that we knocked out today. So it is coming along. I'll just keep this going because this will just be our goodbye track anyway. So thanks for joining me, everybody. Oh, there's nobody to send you guys to? Wow, that's interesting. Nobody else is live right now that we follow. All right, well, that's going to be it then. I'm not going to futz about. Just going to let you guys go. Thanks for joining me. It's been another great office hours for me. I hope it's been good for you as well. Feel free to check back in with us tonight at 6. Tuesday's trivia night at Stab Comedy Theater. 6 o'clock, Sports Ball with Drew Absher. 8 o'clock, Obscure Movie Trivia. The Obscure Movie Trivia Show with Buddy. Tomorrow morning, 9:30 again, join me in office hours. See the full schedule of events here at stabcomedytheater.tv at stabcomedytheater.com. Or if you're on Twitch, which I'm realizing I'm just looking at right now, not doing anything else, you can just scroll down. Here, I'll even show you. See? You just scroll down. There's the calendar right there. It's got everything that's going on. I need to move Fill My Heart to 1. It's not at 4 anymore. But there's all that. So check in with us whenever you can. Thank you so much for joining me. And we'll get back to work tomorrow. So, keep doing stuff today to make yourself proud of yourself. That's at least partly what office hours is about. It's about finishing projects, getting stuff off your list, clearing that pile, that stack, and making yourself feel good about accomplishing stuff. So, that's going to be that for today. Thank you once again. I'll be here in the morning, bright and early. Bright and early, 9:30. It's not early. I mean, for some people it might be. I'm not gonna get down. Some people, for me, it's early-ish. You know what? This isn't how I wanted to end things. See you tonight for Sports Ball and Obscure Movie Trivia. Tomorrow morning for office hours. Talk to you later.
Call me on my line. You used to.
Alarms!
Yeah. You used to call me on my phone. Late night when you need my love. Call me on my phone. Late night when you need my love. I know when that hotline bling.
It's actually a weird and interesting mix. I kind of like it. Hey, I paid for the subscription. Why am I seeing a commercial? Ah!